Hey y'all, I have a quick DIY project that I'm about to start. I'm actually in my living room watching a little bit of Bachelor and just chilling. So I'm going to do this while I watch TV. So let me show you what I've got and tell you what I'm going to do. So I got this piece. It is solid wood. Solid wood. It's a little uneven, but it's got some really neat detail, but it's just old style. I will be mixing some paint with plaster of Paris and making a chalk paint. And then I will just brush it on. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I'll distress it a little bit, see what it looks like from there, and I'm gonna use some sort of a gray color, so just stay tuned. I could have used any other cleaning product. TSP is one that I've been seeing that people use for cleaning the furniture before they paint it. It's probably because it's better for wood. You really don't need to do any sanding at all if you're going to use chalk paint. That's the beauty of chalk paint. So I will be making my own chalk paint. I'll more than likely create a video either now or in the future showing the process and how you mix it. Because you can buy chalk paint, it's just a lot more expensive, and I'm all about saving money. So I will make my own chalk paint. It works great. I've done it before on other items, so stay tuned for that. Go ahead and take a look at the description and click on the link to see that video, because more than likely I won't show it in this video. I'll just paint with it this video. So that's what I'm about to do now, so take a look. Before I actually start, I just wanted to show you, I'm actually using a Walmart brand. It's called Color Place. It's an interior semi-gloss. If you're going to mix your own chalk paint on a regular basis, I would recommend flat paint. I used this semi-gloss for something else in the past, so that's what I'm using now. And the color is, it's called a Stormy Gray, and there is the gray. So it's actually kind of a light gray, but that's the paint that I'm actually going to use on this. Here is the table. That has one coat of my chalk paint. It will take 2 coats at least, and that is done. Then I will distress it and decide if I want to add glaze to it or not. So that is my project. 1 coat of paint, now ready for the second coat. Here is the freshly coated second coat, and it is still shiny because I just finished it. So it does appear that it will need 3 coats. Alrighty, here is the third and final coat. It is now drying. You can see the different colors there from it drying. I will begin distressing the furniture. Just basically sanding the edges. Just go along all the edges with a little pressure and start out light just until you get the wear that you're looking for. It's better to start out light than to do too much, because you really don't want to have to turn around and repaint it because you feel like you've done too much. So everybody does it different. Some do a whole lot of distressing, some do very little, but just play with it to what you're comfortable with. Just focus on the raised areas. On these little knobs, just put some pressure on them and went up. And that's kind of what I've done. Went on anything kind of edgewise. That should be good to know. So pretty much it. I'm gonna do some here, some down here. And again, just play with it. Start out light and then work your way up to more if you feel like it's not enough. I don't really like doing a flat surface like this. It just doesn't really make sense, because that's generally not what you would do when you're dealing with an older piece of furniture. Usually these flat pieces are okay. The tops typically will have dings and nicks, but they don't want that when they buy furniture, and you don't really want that either. So just do the edges. I'm going to keep this clean. You can see it's kind of powdery because I did I think it was a 300 grit sandpaper, because it was a little rough and I wanted to smooth it out. I'm going to use wax that I'll show you in a minute once I clean this up. I've got kind of a a dusty mess here. So I'm just going to clean it up now. Double check that I've done, you know, all the areas. No, don't forget spots that you might not normally see. I need to do a little bit better over there. But just going to clean it up, and then I will add a wax paste to it. The final step in the process of this table is wax. I plan to wax the top of this. That way, if whoever uses this spills any water, it'll just bead up. I use Minwax Paste Finishing Wax. Protects, polishes furniture, trim, and paneling, and it's just natural. So I don't know exactly what that means, if it means it doesn't change the color or what, but this is what it looks like. It's a hard paste, and I'm using a shop towel. These are good because they're lint free, but I'm just gonna get some on here, and then I will just put it on the table. Right, it's a little hard for you to see, but you just put it on there and buff it on. And it won't really give it a big shine, but if you look at it in certain angles, you'll see that it's kind of got that typical waxy thing, like, you know, when you polish a car, it gets a haze. That's what happens, and then you'll just continue to get it in, and it actually does a really good job of protecting the surface. So I will do the tabletop, again, because that's what will be used the most, and I might actually put some wax here, just kind of on the edges to protect the distressing that I've done. Here is the final product. I think it turned out pretty well. So, like I said, I waxed the top. You can see how I've distressed the edges, just as I showed in the video. And I like how it turned out. Please subscribe for future updates on these types of videos and others, and like it if you liked it, and say hi to Chloe. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.